we know that earlier the deposition of amyloid beta effects in the brains of patients with Alzheimer's disease, there is a dysfunction of the systemic insulin and the role of insulin, which is extremely important both for the synthesis, for the anchor of APP in the membrane of the neurons, and for the processing of APP. And now there is another line of research related to the role of insulin in Alzheimer's disease. So there are many discussions. But what I want to emphasize as a Romanian, and not nationalist, I want to emphasize for those who do not know, probably most of you do not know, that the first person who described in the world the amyloid plaque was Professor Gheorghe Marinescu, who is the founder of the Romanian School of Neurology, and he did this by, and this is a relation with your presentation, and as I presented at the beginning of our conference, maybe we could put this conference under the sign of the symbol of Professor Gheorghe Marinescu, who is one of the most outstanding personalities in the development of modern, not only clinical neurology, but modern neuroscience. So in 1895, Gheorghe Marinescu described the presence of amyloid plaque in a case with temporal epilepsy. And when Alzheimer's, almost 10 years later, described the first case, which is at the origin of what we know today about Alzheimer's disease, he used the data from Marinescu, he identified the amyloid plaques, but he did not insist on this. Alzheimer's insisted on the neurofibrillary tangles, which we know that in Alzheimer's disease are related to the cognitive impairment, practically. And we know at the same time that the amyloid pathology does not correlate with cognitive impairment in Alzheimer's disease. So we have to think, and your presentation practically it's very solid in the background of this idea that the presence of amyloid has an important pathogenetic role, but not specific to Alzheimer's disease, but to many other diseases. And so it's important to think the strategies are the amyloid not related to the cognitive impairment in Alzheimer's disease, as the reality has shown that they all fail. But there's a general, not a general, but a more larger pathogenetic mechanism in the neurodegenerative pathology of the brain. If you could comment on my observation, please.
Yes, definitely. I can tell you one story to Professor Bajanar's answer. It's scientifically demonstrated. I tell you. There was a question if room was totally dark, no one can see even your hand. The question is, how many people are in this room? Then 20 people lit this cigarette. 20 people in this room. Okay. So, but this was wrong. So that's why in any disease, no single factor is important. But we have some pathological changes. Dr. Mark Smith advocated this theory of oxidative damage in Alzheimer's disease, and that's why oxidative stress plays an important role. But what are the agents that can induce oxidative stress? It is thousands of agents. Amyloid peptide is one of them. So when there is symptoms, we can see up-regulation of amyloid, but not only Alzheimer's disease. It is also regulated in sleep deprivation. It is also regulated in traumatic brain injury. So the pathological point is a process that is initiated as one of the factors by amyloid beta peptide. So it is just to tell, for example, in any disease like a stroke, millions of parameters are increased. Each one has contribution. We cannot say that this is important, this is not important. So therefore, at this time of the point, amyloid plaques and deposition of amyloid beta peptide is important for pathological process leading to neurofibrillary tangles, leading to phosphorylation of tau and many other biochemical changes. We cannot ignore the role of amyloid beta peptide, but which is the cause and effect is just like same is, chicken and the egg. So at this time we have to do something. And those drugs, they can influence the behavioral parameters better. They say that not only amyloid beta peptide, many other factors are also reduced. So this is the whole body physiological symptoms. We cannot disprove that amyloid beta peptide has no role. This could be instrumental in changing the cascade leading to pathological changes in the brain. So that there are many things. For example, somebody said long ago, people think that only we have to protect neurons. But now we know that glial cells and even endothelial cells are much more important. We cannot say that in any disease endothelial cells has no role. In any disease, glial cells has no role, only neurons. So these are the controversy. But I thank Professor Bajanaro for initiating these discussions. So this is an endless going on. But in any case, each and single factor is important contributing to pathology. And we have to control those pathology one by one. Amyloid beta peptide is also one. If it is not there, the infusion of amyloid beta peptide alone cannot produce the symptoms of Alzheimer-like pathology. Although no animal model can replicate the clinical cases. But still, we have to do experimental research. Like brain injury. In animals, what we do? We anesthetize them, then make trauma. It is not normal. Then all research should not be banned. The second thing, when we do experiments, any kind of traumatic brain injury or spinal cord injury, all drug companies do in healthy animals, they took a lot of efforts that the animal should be clean, no pathogen, and they are housed in normal conditions. But humans, they get injury, they have already 3-4 diseases. So why not we do the disease models? Together with Professor Moresano, we have established these comorbidity factors. We do now experiments where the animals were diabetic. We do experiments where the animals were hypertensive. So we cannot make the human situations in laboratory, but it does not mean that we sit idle, do nothing, because we can't do anything. After so many years of research and so much money involved, can we find single treatment to reduce cancer? Any kind? It does not mean that we abolish all efforts, we abolish all money, don't do research. If we are not going to get any treatment result, why we do research? Sit idle and do teaching. Okay? It's not the case. So I thank you for initiating these things, but this is the life. And it has a role, and that is important.
Exactly. This was also my message, that it has a role, but it's not identical to the disease. This is a key.
In any disease, one can say everything is important, the other can say nothing is important.
Exactly.
But it will go. And it encourages research, and that is very important. So thank you very much.
Yeah. And I also want to emphasize a second aspect of your presentation, which at least for me was very important. The fact that you underline the fact that sleep deprivation is very important and is correlated with the position with amyloid. And we know, and I'm very preoccupied on this because I have a teaching class of sleep disorders in our Faculty of Medicine, that it's something which unfortunately we forget very often, most of us, even in this room, that prolonged sleep deprivation is incompatible with life. Prolonged sleep deprivation means, in the first step, development of dementia, and probably amyloid deposition could have a role also here. There are other conditions, but less cases. There are very few cases of pathological prionic disease leading to this. Most of the patients with sleep deprivation does not have prionic disease, but if they are prolonged deprived of sleep, they for sure is 100% sure that they will develop dementia, and if this sleep deprivation is prolonged, this will lead irremediably to death. So probably your presentations, these aspects of your presentation which are fundamental from my point of view for understanding and re-evaluate our conception about brain pathology and the relationship with functional physiology, normal and pathological conditions of the brain are very much enhanced, but at least these two aspects. The problem of amyloid, the problem of sleep, the problem of blood-brain barrier, which is huge, and you are the referential person in the world related to the blood-brain barrier in different conditions, experimental and in human pathological conditions. Thank you very much, Professor Sharma, for this outstanding conference. And before ending this section of our conference, after this there will be two parallel sessions and we shall be divided. I want to invite Professor Dumitrakele, who is the General Chair of this first conference of